Last but not least, I'd like to invite Arshad from the Respect Party to make his party statement.
Ladies and gentlemen, sisters and brothers, friends, respected elders, fellow candidates. You've heard the other parties, pitch their policies and their records, but let's look in the past. As far as I can remember, for the last 30 years, it's either been the blue team or the red team. 18 years under Margaret Thatcher, we saw the destruction of our society. It was Thatcher and the Tory policies that said there is no such thing as society. It was Thatcher and the Tory parties who destroyed the textile and the manufacturing industry in this country and exported it out to different countries so they could increase their profits. And over the last 13 years, Red Party, and I'll tell you this, I was a member of the Red Party once, Labour Party. I campaigned at Mr. Hustings' election in '97, and I too felt the euphoria that everybody else felt with a new beginning, a new party with Tony Blair. But what we didn't realise, that was not the Labour Party. The Labour Party has its roots in Bradford. In 1893, just up the road from here, in Lister Mills, it was where the Labour Party was conceived, because the Liberals and the Tories were the only two parties around at that time, and there was no voice for common people like us, working class people. There was no voice. So the people like Keir Hardie and Fred Jowett, they all got together and they formed the Labour Party to talk about the working class people and their needs. And I was proud to be a Labour Party member, and I campaigned. But in 2002, 2003, the last straw for us in New Labour was the Iraq War. This is when I left the Labour Party. This is when Mr. George Galloway, a senior politician, left the Labour Party because of his differences on the Iraq War, and we made the Respect Party. Now, what does the Respect Party stand for? I'll tell you that. It doesn't stand for what the Reds say and what the Blues say and what the Greens say. Somebody just said earlier on, vanity asks, is it popular? Politicians ask, will it win? Well, we have a conscience. Respect is a conscience of politics. What we ask, is it right? Was the Iraq War right? Is it right for us to have our troops in Afghanistan right now? Is it right that we should stand by, and these politicians should stand by, while the people of Palestine and Gaza are bombed and killed and hundreds and thousands of people are killed? What do these parties do? When the problems arise in our community, it's the party of the multi-millionaires, the rich party of the Tory party, and the wannabe rich party of the Labour Party, who are moved closer to the Tory parties than ever before. Then who is there representing us, the working class ordinary people? I say, vote for Respect. Will be an independent voice. We will not be part of the party machinery. I hear people say we will do this and we will do that. But let us not vote on what they promised to do. Let us vote on what they have done over the last 30 years. It's the dumb and dumber, either it's Tory or the Labour or the Tories.
It's been an animated 3 minutes from each of the prospective party candidates. You've now heard their questions. I will now open it to the floor. I have a number of questions.